Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I didn't want to be on camera today, so instead I'm going to let you look at the beautiful gingerbread cookies that I baked from scratch. I also made the royal icing from scratch. As you can see, we have some lovely zombos and also some murdered gingerbread people because murder is Christmassy. Also, we have some ninja bread cookies, including a Kung Fu Santa. Anyways, today I made some vintage Christmas decorations. I guess you could call them trinket boxes. I was intending to make these for Halloween and never had the time, so I decided I would make some for Christmas instead. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to cover my trinket boxes or containers with Christmas paper. So the containers I got from Dollar Tree and the craft paper I got at Hobby Lobby. And I'm just showing you how I did that. So I just rolled the container, because it's round, along the paper to get an idea of where about I need to cut it, and I'm cutting it with my paper cutter. I'm not too worried about being exact on cutting it because I can trim off excess after, and if it were a little bit too short, it doesn't matter because I will be adding ribbons. And to get this to stick, I'm just using some Mod Podge directly on the container, and I am not Mod Podging on top. I'm just leaving the top dry. And I'm just going to quickly show you the other papers and containers that I'm going to use. Again, they're all from Dollar Tree and Hobby Lobby. And then I'm just going to go ahead and trim off all my excess. For the two shorter, wider containers, I did cover the tops because you will see the top. But for the tall red container, I didn't bother because you won't see it. And here I'm adding some green ribbon to the edges. All of the ribbon that I'm using today I got on Amazon. I bought a multi-pack of Christmas colored ribbons, so all of the ribbons are from there. And then I'm going to take my Dollar Tree pom-pom ribbon I should say, and I'm going to put that along the edge of this one. And I'm going to take some white rickrack and put that on the bottom. This rickrack came from Amazon. And then I will go ahead and do the same thing to the bottom, except the rickrack is actually on top of the pom-pom ribbon. Now I'm sorry that I'm off camera here, but what I'm doing is cutting out the bottom of a cupcake liner. And then I'm going to glue the two ends together to make a circle. So basically I am making a rosette out of a cupcake liner. This other rosette I made in a previous video. You can watch that video to see how I did it, but to be honest, I'm not good at making them, so you may just need to look up a tutorial for crepe paper rosettes and you can find out how to do that. And then these little poinsettias came from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to glue that right to the side of my container. And you'll see I do have a Christmas tree on there with a skirt. I didn't show you the skirt yet because I didn't like how it came out, so I will show you in a few minutes the second time that I tried it, and I think it came out much better. This miniature ornament I may have gotten at Dollar Tree, but I'm not sure. It was just in my stash. And I just trimmed it down so that I would be able to put it on top of my bottle brush tree. The bottle brush tree came from Walmart, but they do have them at Dollar Tree. And this is just some Mardi Gras beads from Dollar Tree that I'm using as garland on the tree. And then I'm going to add the poinsettias as my ornaments on this as well. So here I'm showing you that I glued the tree directly to the top of the box or container. And then I have my cut up cupcake liners. I cut them or the black and white one I cut into 4 equal pieces. And then I took a white cupcake liner that's a little bit longer and I'm gluing those pieces onto it. And then I will cut that apart as well. So I have a double layered piece of paper. And then I did this twice, so I ended up with 8 pieces. That way I can glue them on to the tree base individually and layer them, and it ends up looking like a nicer, more full tree skirt. There I go off camera again. For my second container, I'm going to use red ribbon, and then I'm going to use green pom-poms, so the opposite of the first one, but I will still use the white rickrack. Now, unfortunately, I did lose the footage of this. Well, I didn't really lose it. I forgot to turn the camera on. So you will get a quick glimpse of what this one looks like when it's done. But I put an ornament on top, which is a Santa head. I had that in my collection. I don't know where it's from, but I do know that Dollar Tree sells similar ones. And he had some holly on his head, but it wasn't very pretty, so I did glue one of my poinsettias over it. And then for the last box, I am doing the same process, but this time I'm using red ribbon and white pom-poms. My pom-poms came from Amazon because I couldn't find the white ones at Dollar Tree, but I do know that Dollar Tree does sell them. These ones actually aren't even as nice as the ones from Dollar Tree, so if you can get them from there, definitely do so. And then I don't have green rickrack, so instead I'm going to use this green ribbon that has little red polka dots on it. This was also part of that set that I got on Amazon of Christmas ribbons. And for the rosette on this one, I'm just going to use the green rosette with the poinsettia. I don't need the cupcake liner background because this container is already black and white. And then for the topper on this one, I'm going to use an ornament I got at Target. I'm just gluing some little wood blocks on the back that I got from Dollar Tree so that I can make it stand up. And then I'll glue it to the top of the container. And then I'm going to take my last poinsettia and glue it over the hole where the ornament hanger came from. And then finally, I'm going to take some crimson red paint and I'm going to paint those blocks in the back. Are you going to help me edit? I don't think that's helping. How am I supposed to lay in bed and watch Dexter while I edit if you're in my way? I don't want to pet you. Oh, you hi. You do realize you're laying half on me. Oh, I dropped the camera. Oh, were you going to do the editing for me? No? Would you stop showing me your rear end? Goodbye.